What is up, everyone? It is Drex and I am back with another video. Real quick, I just want to help give some gamers some insight on how to attack their back catalog, because we as gamers, we all have them. No matter what preferred platform we're on, we all have a back catalog, whether we video game collectors or not, or we just solely using game services like Game Pass. We have a big back catalog no matter what, so I just want to help give some insight and see what I can do to try and help some gamers out, and then just share what I normally do on a daily basis to get through my back catalog. So I'm just gonna show the rotation of games I have right now. So I got up to 7 games. Normally I do 5, but I'm able to manage this out a little better personally. So right here, got Returnal and Don't Say It. Don't say it.
He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Damn it, he said it. Anyway, yeah, continuing. I'm actually trying to get through this slowly. So, stream that. Playing through this again, these two, and then, yeah. So, normally, I go through 5 games in my catalog, but like if you're starting right now, I recommend just starting off with 3 games. And how I normally did it for myself when I start off with 3 games, I chose like 2 newer games, and 1 would be like a retro game. So I guess that would be like a good approach. Maybe narrowing it out like with maybe 2 newer games, or hell, if you're mostly a retro gamer, maybe do 2 retro games and 1 newer game, or in general, just do all retro games. Just pick about 3, start off with 3, work your way up, see where that takes you for a few months. And then if that doesn't work, then another way to do, of doing it is just probably narrowing it down to probably just 2 games, see where that takes you. But I think 3 is probably a reasonable amount. And that's just me. I'm just like I guess I'm said, this isn't really factual. This is just like what I normally do on a daily basis to attack my back catalog. Because, one of my coworkers, shout out to Ramon, he had asked me, he's a big PC dude, so he had asked, how do you, narrow it out? Like, how do you get at it? Because I got a whole bunch of single player games, and, I'm mostly just playing all these online multiplayer games on my PC, not really attacking these, single player games, and I'm missing out. So I just say, hey, all you gotta do is just, start with 1 or 2 games, 2 or 3 games in the catalog, and, see where that takes you. When you work your way up, and then, it took me some time, actually, and I worked my way up to 5 as an now on rotation. So I think a lot of the time, I think that really worked conveniently for me, like in the beginning of the year, because I was playing through the Yakuza series. So yeah, I was playing through a total of about 8 or 9 games, I'd probably say, starting with 0. I might count my number, count might be off, so just putting it out there. But yeah, so normally another way I do it as well, I give myself at least a week of time into one game. So one game that has been getting my attention a lot is Returnal. So I've been playing that like for the last week and a half as of now, and my goal is to try and beat it. That's how I do it. I prioritize the games I want first, and then I prioritize the games I want second. So Force Unleashed, it's not really a high priority for me right now, even though it's an older game, but it's a game I enjoy. I just want to go back and play it so I can get myself ready for the Force Unleashed 2, because I didn't play Force Unleashed 2. So, and I kind of forgotten a lot of things in this game, because, like, God knows, last time I played this, I was probably, like, in high school, and that was sometime in 2008, I believe, 2007 or 8, God knows. I know it's been a while, so yeah, I just narrowed it out like that with that. 1 day a week, I'll put in time on a retro game. Like last week, Saturday, I put in some time and streamed Simpsons Hit and Run for the hell of it, even though I beat this game several times. But never played on the, never played on the Xbox like that, never beat on the Xbox. So I said, why the hell not? Put it in my backlog anyway. Let's go through it. So that's how I do it. So I either juggle it out like at least like for 1 week, 1 weekend I'll play retro game, and like I said, so last weekend I played Killzone 2, the weekend prior to playing Simpsons Hit and Run. So that's how I kind of do it. So most likely this weekend I'm going to be playing some more Killzone, and hopefully I get through this. So mostly everything, all the rest of these games that I show, they're low priority right now. This is the primary goal. So maybe you can do it like that as well. Take 1 game out of those 3 or 5 or 7 in your backlog and prioritize that first, and then once you're done with that game, don't add any more games onto it. Just continue with the next, the remaining you have, and make it next priority. So most likely when I finish off Returnal finally, hopefully I finish it soon, sometime this week or next week, what's going to be getting my attention more is Star Wars Skywalker Saga, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. And I'm almost done with that. I just got to do the sequel. I just got to play through the sequels right now and finish that up on Xbox. That's actually kind of been in my back catalog for a minute. I had that game for 2 months. Another reason why I'm not in a rush to get through that is because I beat it, before the original, when they did both the prequels and trilogy a while back. But it's still nice to have anyway. So why not? And so I think that's probably going to be what's next. And then following that, it'll be Horizon next. So like I said, how I normally do it, I try to go with the new game. I try and attack the new games, the games that came out this year first, or fairly newer games that came out like in the last year or so, and put my attention more on towards those, and then go to the retro games later. And like I said, you don't have to do it like that. I prefer to personally do that. For me personally, because I know if I play on retro game consoles for a long time, for about 2 hours, I'll be hooked. I'm just gonna be honest. That's just how I am. I love retro gaming. I think I love retro gaming more than modern gaming, but I try and enjoy modern gaming first, if anything, because I feel like I don't want to miss out on certain things, So I think that's how I do it. But I know if I solely play retro games constantly, it would overshadow me playing fairly new games, because it was times where I didn't even turn my PlayStation 5, 4, and 5 on for a long ass time, because I just got so caught up in it was just 1 year where I was just attacking a whole bunch of games in my Sega Dreamcast back catalog and Saturn and Nintendo 64, and I'm just man, I don't want to turn my PlayStation 4 on for a minute. So but I like to have the new stuff. I like being on the newer consoles more this time around, so maybe it rotates. I'm just kind of like that sometimes. So enough talking about me, I'm getting back on topic. Just like I said before, just pick 3 games if you're new to this. If you need help to getting your backlog out the way, start with at least 2 or 3 games, prioritize one, and finish it up, and then jump on to the next. And once you're done with that stack, try and do another 3. If that works for you, then next stack go a little higher. Maybe go to 4, maybe go to 5. If you think you can do more than that, go ahead and jump to 7 if you think you can. No big deal. So that's just all I just wanted to do to try and help out the gamers in the community to see if they're falling behind on the back catalog, because everyone has a back catalog. People might go on Twitter and say, oh, nobody like playing old games, blah 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 blah. Yeah, everyone plays old games. Okay, sad to say. Well, it's not sad for me to say, because that's okay with me. But yeah, all I'm saying is that maybe that will try and help. And if you agree with this, make sure you give it a like. If you're new here, please make sure you sub to my channel. But yeah, that's all I have to say. This is Drex, and I am out. I hope I helped you guys.